Hello internet world, welcome to a new video on the Geek and Noise channel. Today I have got a product that's really useful for content creators. If you're recording audio, doing a podcast for example, finding yourself working from home and needing to use maybe an iOS device or an Android device or indeed your computer to create great content. IK Multimedia very kindly sent me out their iRig Pro Duo IO. This is an audio interface which is really flexible in lots of different scenarios because you can connect it to so many different devices and use the built-in preamps to record really crystal clear quality audio. Now they sent this in to me free of charge. They haven't asked me to say anything in particular or to pre-approve the content. I'm going to share with you my honest opinion about this. Now the product box explains what you get inside the box, including some free software to download, which I will talk to you about in a short while. All the main features on the side and back there. Before I show you this up a little bit closer, I want to say a big hello to everyone tuning in live, including first person in the chat, Alex Anderson. Thank you very much, Alex, for tuning in live, and to everyone else. If you're watching this live, you can use the live chat or indeed the super chat. And if you're watching afterwards, you can use the regular comment section below. So let's take a closer look at the IK Multimedia iRig Pro Duo. Now, first of all, I will just say that you get plenty of cables inside the box. Although, I would say that one cable I was expecting to be in here is indeed not included, and I'll explain as I go through the cables. So what we've got is the main unit itself. We'll take a closer look at that in a short while, of course. These are the cables that you get. Now these two are pretty good that these are included. These are Midi cables, and you use these in the, if I show you the right side up here, you use these in the Midi in and out ports up here to convert these to the mini sort of standard connector. So you get two of those included inside the box, which is good. Let's just pop those to one side there, and then you get these are for powering the device and also for connectivity as well, so they power it and connect the device as well. So we've got one here which has got this sort of proprietary connection that you can see just here. I'll give you a closer look at that. So you've got this proprietary type connection on one end, and then on the opposing end you've got a lightning connector, and this would connect into this this connector just here on the device itself. You can see that a little bit clearer now. There we go. So that would connect into this connector just here. So that's all well and good. That's included. And then we get the same or very similar cable for USB, and then we also get the same cable terminated with USB-C. So you'd use this one for connecting to an iOS device, this one for connecting to your computer, and this one for connecting to one of the more modern Android smartphones or Android devices, or indeed if your computer's USB-C, you'd use this one as well. The one that I think should have been included is a connector that we don't really like, or I don't like, and that is micro USB. It would have been nice just to have a micro USB cable inside the box, but alas you don't. So, but still get plenty of cables and plenty of connectivity options. Let's take a little quick look at the box. You can see here obviously the product front and center, LED lights coming up the front here. It's a mobile dual channel audio MIDI interface. Works with Mac, PC, Android and iOS. On the side here it details some of the applications that it will work with, the likes of the IK Multimedia apps listed off here, and also of course GarageBand as well, and it will work with others, but these are the main ones that they specify. And then you do also get some free software. You get for the Mac and PC Amplitude 4, Sample Tank 4 SE. You get 9 T-Racks, which are like processors, and 25 custom shop gear credits as well. And then for iOS you get Amplitude, Sample Tank, Vocal Live and Mic Room, which is like a mic pack, and also iRig Recorder Pro bundle, so you get some extra bonuses there as well. And then the main specifications or main features are listed on this side here. It's ultra compact. I was actually expecting it to be a little bit smaller. What it works with: 2 in out, MIDI in out as well, guitar line and mic inputs, high quality preamps, multicolour LED indicators to give you sort of some level feedback. It's also low latency, and it works off of USB power at 9-volt DC and battery powered as well. Now, I mentioned about that extra cable, the micro USB cable. I would have liked to have seen that included inside the box. It works off of batteries, and you do get 2 AA batteries inside the box. But the 9-volt DC adapter, so the mains power adapter, you don't get inside the box. Again, it would have just been nice to see that included, but alas, it isn't included with this package. So now let's take a look round the device itself. So as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I was expecting this for some reason. I just thought it would be a lot smaller, but it's quite a large unit. It feels very well made. It's got like a satinized, almost rubber feeling finish on here. This is obviously the front of the device. We've got some level feedback on the front here for MIDI and also the mic inputs. We've also got gain for 2 of these channels down here as well. These feel really nice. They haven't got a click to them. They're nice and smooth, and these are for adjusting your gain on your inputs. Really nice that these are sort of tactile switches rather than buttons, or tactile rotary dials rather than buttons. On this end here, so this is where you've got 2 XLR inputs, so you can plug in 2 XLR mics. On the side here, we've got the phantom power switch. You can actually provide up to 48 volts of phantom power. We've also got left and right outputs, and also a volume or gain dial again on the side for those outputs. So that's really nice. This one's a little bit more difficult to turn. It's not recessed, but it only protrudes a tiny bit, so a little bit more difficult to turn. And then we've got obviously the outputs as well. And then on this end here, this is the one end I've already shown you. We've got the input for the 9-volt DC adapter, not included. We've got this proprietary connector which connects out to your computer, smartphone, etc., and also provides USB power. And then we've got the MIDI in and out, which we get adapters for, that I showed you earlier as well. We've also got direct monitoring. This is really useful, so you can plug in a pair of headphones. We've got a headphone volume control on here, similar sort of feeling dial to the other one. You have to sort of poke your little pinky finger in there to get that to turn properly. And we've also got a direct monitor on and off. And then we've got 4 rubberized feet on the bottom. And then if you did want to power this with batteries, 2 AA batteries going there, and you get those included with the package. So overall, really nice feeling piece of kit. But how does it sound? And does it work well? And does it indeed improve the quality of the audio recording as opposed to using your device sort of direct? Well, let's talk about that a little bit. So if you're using this with something like an Android phone or an iPhone, of course, plugging in an XLR microphone is going to be absolutely superb. It's going to improve the audio quality recorded to your device a great deal. I plugged this into my iPad Pro sitting back here on the desk, my iPad Pro sitting there, and the iPad Pro's got really good microphones in. Indeed, I used it to record a video a couple of weeks back, and the microphones built in there are extremely good, but this still improved the audio no end. It was like night and day. It really was a big improvement in audio quality. Now, of course, that's sort of mobile devices and tablet devices covered, but what about using this with the likes of a Mac or a PC? Well, Macs and PCs don't normally have microphones built in, unless you're using something with a built-in web camera, which is like a potato camera with a potato mic, really poor quality normally. Using this with something like my MacBook Pro or the Mac Pro sitting behind me here, then you need to add an interface or a USB mic. But if you want to use XLR, you're going to have to add something like this anyway. And the built-in preamps in here are really nice and clean. The noise floor isn't the lowest I've heard. There is a slight hiss there you can hear in really silent segments of your audio, but nothing really obtrusive. It's just not the lowest noise floor I've heard. But the audio quality is superb. Really very, very good indeed. Really good quality preamps inside this particular device. And it's just really well made. One thing I would have liked to have seen, apart from the addition of the micro USB cable and maybe the power adapter included inside the box, is this of course supports MIDI. It also supports XLR, but what about including in a future version maybe a USB input for a microphone as well? Now that would be cool, because then you could use USB mics similar to my Rode NT USB that I'm using here for this video. You could actually add a USB mic to your iOS device or Android device. That would be a really nice feature. Again, not a deal breaker, but just always happy to provide feedback into how I think products could be improved in future versions. But overall, it's just really well made. It's just a superb product, and it really does help with the capability of capturing great quality audio. A lot of us, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, now finding ourselves working in different roles because of the current situation, and a lot of us working from home, and to be able to add something like this piece of kit and record great quality audio into a mobile device is a really good feature. Great piece of kit. Can highly recommend it. Please do check out the links down in the video description to where you can pick up this for yourself. There's also a link down there to the IK Multimedia website. So that is it. That's the iRig Pro Duo IO. Precariously balanced on the box. Before we end the video, let's take another look inside the live chat. We've got 442 Clarinet. Good afternoon from Singapore. Wow, that is awesome. I love hearing and learning about where you're watching from. So thank you very much for tuning in. Also, David Franklin. Thank you very much, David, for tuning in live. And Craig Dowler. I appreciate each and every one of you watching the video. If you're watching this after the live broadcast, of course, please do drop me some comments in the comment section below. And if you're not already subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. And the notification bell, of course. That way you won't miss out on my future videos. One last person just chimed in the live chat. David Balsam. Thank you very much, Dave, from Essex. Good morning to you. Have a fantastic day ahead, everyone. I'll be back with another video for you on Friday, which is a really cool video. I think it's a wireless pair of earphones, which are really good performers. So they're from Mifo or Mifo. So please do tune in for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video very, very soon.